Cookies. What exactly are cookies on websites? These are actually not cookies, they are chips. But let's just agree that they are cookies. If you have been on a lot of websites, you see this website asking you to accept their cookies. And while some websites will give you the option to either accept or decline their cookies, some other websites would not give you that option. You must accept the cookies to use their website. But why exactly do websites even do this, or what exactly are cookies? I'll be simplifying the whole concept of cookies in this video. Cookies are data or information that different websites store on your browser. Your browser has storage methods like local storage, session storage, and cookies, and most websites use all of these storage methods, including cookies. For example, this is google.com, and I can see the cookies that google.com currently has on my browser. If I go to the DevTools to application, come here and I check cookies, you can see a bunch of these cookies, the name of the cookie, the value, domain. I wonder why Google is storing all of this. So when it comes to websites can choose to store data in different ways. They can choose to store some data on the server in a database, or they can choose to store some data on your browser. And one of the things that differentiates cookies from session storage and local storage is that if I go to the network here, if I refresh and I'm sending a network request to www.google.com, if I scroll down to cookie, you can see that all of the data that google.com has stored on my browser is sent along with that network request. And this makes it possible for Google's server to be able to retrieve some of the cookies, and they can use that to determine what response they send to me. Now, different websites use cookies for different things. Sometimes they use it to store your user preferences. For example, if you selected dark mode, they can choose to store it in a cookie. Another example is authentication information. A lot of websites do this, where maybe a token is created when you're authenticated with them. They would save that token in the cookie of your browser, and that way when you send any request to their server, they can extract that token and validate if you are actually authenticated or not. So a lot of websites store different things that they would rather like to store on your browser instead of storing that on a server. Another example, which I've also seen, is that some e-commerce platforms will choose to store certain information in the cookies of your browser. For example, let's say I've been using Amazon a lot, and on Amazon I have been searching for sneakers and laptops. Instead of Amazon saving this information on their server, they can choose to save it in cookies. And next time when I open Amazon.com, I would see a bunch of sneakers or laptops, or in form of ads, they would recommend what they think I like. And how did they get to know what I like? Well, since I have been searching sneakers and laptops a lot on their website, they're able to save that information, and then on every request, they can return modified responses for me. And what this also means is that if I open Amazon.com on my laptop and I open Amazon.com on my mobile phone, I might get different ads or different products recommended to me because the cookies saved on this browser is not available on this browser. Although in some other cases, websites would use servers and databases to store those information instead of storing them on the browser. Now, one question you might ask is, when browsers want to use local storage and session storage, they do not really ask for your permission, but when it comes to cookies, they ask you to accept cookies. Why is that the case? Well, the reason why they're asking for your permission is that in some cases, some websites want to extract more information that can be considered sensitive. For example, they want to track how you leave one page to another page to another page. Some websites that, for example, you don't register for, they may want to save your name or some personal information. Well, the only way they can do this legally is to ask for your permission. So some websites will tell you, hey, can you accept cookies? This is the information we want to get from you. They'll tell you, we want to get your name, we want to get this, we want to get that. But yeah, there is a whole logic and ethics around this subject, but the whole idea of cookies is websites storing certain data on your browser, which is sent along with every network request, and then those website servers can determine what information to send you as a response. I hope this helps you understand the concept better. If you'd love to learn what the other differences are between local storage, session storage, and cookies, I have a simplified video on that, which you should see somewhere on the screen. You can check it out, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share with others, subscribe, turn on notifications for more videos on web development concepts I will be explaining on my channel.